Hello and welcome back to another Walking Dead video. Today I'll be talking about the up and coming Walking Dead What If game, the Walking Dead Destinies, and talking about the new trailer, but also some other news updates about this game as well. First of all, in this trailer we do see a couple new things with the what if scenarios. We see that there is a what if Carl died in season 2, and there's also a what if Laurie survived, and that one we see Laurie kind of walk out of Judith. Does that mean Maggie dies instead? So that could be very interesting. And the last one's definitely the most interesting, and we get to see a what if T-Doy was handcuffed on the roof instead of Merle. So T-Doy becomes a villain, and I'm assuming they're either going to do Merle just kind of takes T-Dog's role and he's a good guy, or more interestingly, we know that Merle and Daryl were planning to rob the camp when Merle got back from Atlanta. So maybe in this what if scenario, if you leave T-Doy on the roof and Merle comes back, you lose Daryl. That could be a situation that would happen. And we know there's going to be so many different choices. We know apparently Carl can die. Judith can have a mum around instead of, Laurie dying at birth. So you could end up having the comic Laurie and Judith death. That could be an option. There seems to be so many choices. And while we're talking about this subject of choices, we actually know how many endings the game will have. It's been revealed that the game will have 3 definitive endings. And I'm assuming the 3 endings will be 1 everyone dies, 1 everyone stays at the prison, and 1 everyone ends up at Terminus. And looking at that, that does actually make sense why they stopped at season 4. However, if they make a Walking Dead Destinies 2, it would make 2 of these choices kind of not work, and there would be a definitive ending to the Walking Dead Destinies ones. We're like, okay, the Terminus option's the option that happens. So that does kind of take a little bit of the weight away from these choices, but maybe this is just going to be a one-off. I do not imagine this will set the industry on fire. I think it will do okay just because it's such a big IP, and if we're lucky, we might get the Walking Dead Destinies 2, which would be season 5 to 8. I think that'd be the perfect thing. 5 to 8, don't do 5 to 11. I think definitely the last 3 seasons, because 2 of them are extended, you definitely need a 3 kind of game structure to get through all of the Walking Dead story. But that's really cool. We now know how many endings this game's going to have, even though there's so many choices. Hopefully, while you're playing through the game, it slowly funnels you down to one of the 3 endings, and it is not going to be you get to the final choice, and there's a bit like Mass Effect 3 where you're like, okay, do you want to do the good, bad, or neutral ending? Hopefully, it's not like that, and it is going to be, while you play the game, you end up working towards a certain outcome. And this trailer does actually show us gameplay, unlike the last one really, which is good, because originally I thought this was a point and click like choose your own adventure game. But no, it is an action adventure. We see there's a stealth mechanic, and there is an okay shoot mechanic. Hopefully it feels good, it looks quite basic, and there's some sort of melee combat as well. So that's very interesting. We have an action adventure game in the Walking Dead universe, and we get to do these choices. So it's a very cool idea. The only downside is it looks like trash and looks like a PS2 game, but this is not a AAA game. It is all about the story and the gameplay, not the graphics. And this game is definitely shaping up quite well with these really cool choices, great premise, and hopefully the gameplay does work. It seems like it will be varied. It's not just you go to an area, you kill walkers, you get to make choices, you get to kill walkers, and you can stealth. There seems to be also in the reading with the little press bits they did, there is some sort of scavenging mechanic in the game, which would be very, very interesting. And there might be some sort of base building, or at least kind of team building. In the trailer it says like kind of build your team, and in those other pieces of news we got, it kind of confirms that the scavenging is there to kind of build your team, make your team stronger with some sort of skill tree or something to make your team more powerful, because there's also a stress meter and all that. So there is a lot of little bits in this game. It is not just kind of a run through of what's this going to do, choose this, choose that. So there are some cool little mechanics. You've got a scavenging mechanic, you have a fighting stealth mechanic, and you also have this kind of micromanaging base building or team building, as it looks like in this game. So this game's pretty exciting. And the final thing this trailer shows us is that the game has been slightly delayed. Originally it was meant to come out on the 14th of November, and you could have pre-ordered that, but now the game's been delayed by 3 days to the 17th of November digitally, and if you want a physical copy, you gotta wait to the 1st of December, it seems. It's very weird that it's been delayed. I do not think it's anything wrong with the game. I think it's maybe a distribution issue, and they've realised, oh wait, we cannot get it out on the 14th, we can't print enough copies, or something like that. It's very weird to have a game delayed by only 3 days. So that's kind of sad news, but it's not very sad because it's only 3 days if you do not care about having a digital copy. And that is my video and everything that I wanted to talk about. So please tell me down below, how excited are you for the Walking Dead Destinies? I am mildly excited. I think it will be okay. I don't think it'll be great. It won't be trash. It'll be some like fun game to do this massive what if, and I know I'm definitely going to try and do the complete opposite to everything which happened in the show. Hopefully I'll be able to get the good ending where everyone stays at the prison. Please tell me down below, what do you think about the Walking Dead Destinies, and what are the big what if scenarios that you want to do in this game? So goodbye, peace out, and I'll see you in my next one.